Okay, so I just left the store and I went and got some super glue tape and a little duct tape, right? I'm gonna share something with y'all. I was gonna get a patent cause I got another. I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say billion. I'm gonna be a little what's the word I'm looking for? A little more realistic. I'm gonna say $1 million idea. Uh, y'all know I make them shit. I make up. Man, I'm dangerous in that department, bro. I'm just way too dangerous. All right, so what I was thinking of a car lock, right? This is my design. This is tape, by the way, just normal tape. But like, let me show y'all real quick. Yeah, excuse my car real quick, but you see that tape right there? Like I was showing y'all, that's just to stop. Let me show y'all real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. Look, under here is toilet paper. I'll show you. You see? It's toilet paper. It's a cushion so that if I was asleep or something, or somebody come, they can't just hit that lock button and then unlock the car. You see? That's locked, and I shouldn't even be showing that, but so I put a lot of cushion and then tape it that way. So with the locksmith kit, if they was to pump it that way and push the window out, push the door that way, it'll come in. They probably could still rip the tape off somehow because it's tape. But my point is, I was working on something that can probably make Shark Tank and get a whole lot of money, right? But I don't want to do it. I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna share it with y'all. But y'all know, like, for years I've been telling motherfuckers we need to get parachutes on planes that'll stop the death. But now it all makes sense. We in this motherfucker, we're human dragons. They thrive off of our death because they're not human. They're human dragons. They're a different species of human. They are a type of human, not humans. We're humans. They are a type of human. They are human dragons. But so check this out. So what I was doing is, with the tape that I had here, let me show y'all how I had this one. Because see, they magically broke this part. This part don't work no more. Only the window right here and the window right there. So the lock button don't work no more. All this gone. All this gone. But this worked for the window right there. But all of the rest of this gone. Which another way they make me spend money. But so look, you see how I put this over like that? Now with the tape that I just bought, that's what you see. These little things. I pulled a roll out and I stuck one there and one there, so I don't have to keep making a tape. So when I'm ready to stick it, I'll just peel that back, and then place this like that and stick that, and maybe stick a couple more so it can stick like that, right? And then, because I ain't got to worry about them hitting that, I just got to worry about them pulling that to open the door when they pull that. So pull that back, boom. Now you got lock covers for your vehicle. And anti-theft is what I would call them. Anti-theft covers. So that, but the only thing about it, you wouldn't want to put these on your car and lose your goddamn car keys, because even when you call a locksmith, they might not be able to get in, right? But of course I wouldn't make it with tape. What I'm saying is, this just like a replica. I would create metal, something like metal like this, right? And what I was thinking, just above here, like maybe have some like screws, you screw it in, and get a clamp to where they can clamp on. So when you put the metal on like that, there's a top piece that comes down and clamp on it, and clamp on it. So you got two metals like that. And also a metal grill for the car that come up and clamp from the bottom of the car all the way to the hood of the car. But if you leave it on the outside, they can get in because you got the lock on the outside. And another invention I was thinking about doing is making the gas tank inside the car instead of the outside of the car. Because if you're, in times of war or whatever, a motherfucker could fuck your car up just by putting something in your gas tank, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been done a whole lot of times. And we all know we don't trust the government, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying they'll be the ones who's doing it. Maybe they will be sometime. But you get what I'm saying, for protection. Or even people in government won't, got vehicles that's being fucked with. So I wouldn't say put a lock on the gas cap, because they can just pick it. If any lock in the world they can pick. That's why they get master keys, because master keys can basically pick any lock. Your house lock, your padlock, you know what I'm saying, lock, safe lock. That's what they're designed to do. So while you out, a motherfucker in your house, you know what I'm saying? While you driving around in your car, whatever you doing, going to work, from work, a motherfucker already in your house. Now you got all kind of listening devices in your house and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you think it's your TV that's spying on you half of the time. Them motherfuckers went in there and drilled little small peek holes in your roof so they can put a microphone in there, motherfucking microphone the size of a piece of a hair. Piece of your twisting, yeah, you'll never see that big. And you'll never pay attention to the small little holes you got in the top of your roof or in your bathroom, and they listening to you. Yeah. You wonder why a big ass truck outside your house and shit. Yeah, man, they do shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, this wouldn't be I guess from the government, but I probably would have people in the government buying it as well, you know what I'm saying, because their vehicles get hit up too, mysteriously. And whenever something happens mysteriously, you know who it is. I call it mysterious footprints. Whenever there's mysterious footprints in the sand, you know who it is. Now the problem is getting justice, because you probably won't be able to get justice, depending on which agency or who it is that's fucking with you. But anyway, so I would put this here, right, and clamp it here. And I was thinking of something more like a press down clamp on, or a screw in. So once you put the metal across your door like that, you get the screw ins, and which will you can either have like a thing pointing up, so where you could take the metal latch and push it down, and then screw it down so it stays in place. And that way, and you get that for all four doors. So if you, let's say, if you go out and, but you probably will say, what about if you get out the car and you know what I'm saying? But this is only because if you leave them on your car, and you go in the house, you won't be able to get back in your own car as well. But you have the key, you have the lock, so you don't have to worry about it. You can unlock it because you got the key, you know what I'm saying? You unlock it and you get in. But as far as somebody trying to break in with a locksmith kit, they won't be able to do it. Because remember, in times of war, it's going to be all kinds of people doing shit to you. You feel me? They can give you a 9 to 5. They can give you a job to where you work 9 hours, and they done broken your car in 2 minutes with a locksmith kit. Matter of fact, 59 seconds. They done got in your goddamn car 59 seconds with a locksmith kit, and you got a 9-hour shift at work. And the same thing with your house. Your ass going to work for 9 hours, they done broken your house with a master key in 1 minute. Now you doing, you on lunch break. Motherfucker been in your house 5 hours, man, rigging that shit up. You got all kind of shit in your house you don't know about. Shit all in your shoes, all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They done been tampering with your water and all that. Oh, and another thing is good to do. Whenever you leave your house, don't leave nothing open. If you finna go out, when you come back, if you got anything open that you left open, just pull the shit out. You feel me? It's best to just pour it out, buy you some more, or drink all that shit before you leave. Do not leave your home without with anything open in it. It's just, that's how I do it. If you share a house, if you live in a house full of people, you might be straight. You feel me? Because it should always be somebody home to see something. You know what I'm saying? It should, even though ain't nobody probably gonna see nothing. But what I'm saying is, it's best not to leave nothing open, man. Nothing, because it's too dangerous. You feel me? Water, Nothing, bitch. If you open that bottle of water, you better make sure that bitch stay under your supervision to where you can see it. I mean, that's how I do. You feel me? I try my best to stay close to my open containers. Open containers. Anything I open, anything I'm drinking, I try to, though. I'm not saying I'm always on time. I'm just, I'm still a rookie in this shit as well. You feel me? I'm still learning. But, I share a little bit with y'all so y'all can learn too. But I wouldn't, anything open in your house, don't ever leave your home with something open. I know you in your mind, you feel like this is my house. Ain't nobody coming in my shit. I do what I want in my house. Listen, now ain't the time. You think you the only motherfucker in your house. When your ass leave that motherfucking house, somebody in your shit, man. I'm telling you. And in these times, nigga, somebody in your house. You think you the only one walking around in there if you want to, but you not. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, your ass, they didn't give your ass a 9-hour shit. God forbid they give you a double. Nigga, it's a wrap. Nigga, they didn't give your ass a double. You working 16 hours. They done broken your house with a master key in 59 seconds, nigga. 59 seconds they in your crib. They in your crib and you got to do a double. You working by 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? So you got to, but that's how I think anyway, you feel me? And even if you just going out to eat, you going to the movies, you going to go see a movie, that movie like an hour or 2 hours long, right? And you all booed up. Your car in the parking lot and your crib, your house at the location. Now they done broken your house with a master key in 59 seconds and done broken your car in 59 seconds with a locksmith kit. You feel me? Now they in there fucking up your shit. Now your car got all kind of problems. Like mine, mysteriously the window got stuck up. Mysteriously the buttons don't work. You know what I'm saying? All financial war. Fucking up shit to keep you spending money. Had the water pump, you know what I'm saying? Just straight up fucking shit up. And then the bumper I did the bumper. That was all on me. So I can't blame nobody for that. But I fixed it back, shit it been up ever since. What else? The lights, I think the lights always been like that, but they started giving problems. The light went out, I had to fix that, go get a new light. You know what I'm saying? They do little slick shit like that, fuck your whole car up. You know what I'm saying? When you start, you get comfortable, they come in your car, man, with a locksmith kit. They break in your house with a master key. No matter how many times you change that lock, they going in there. They got these type of things. So you gotta think like that. So I wouldn't leave nothing open. But anyway, I was just showing y'all this patent. Not patent, but this is tape. This is supposed to be the sticky side. But what I was gonna do is tape this side as well with the same tape, so it don't stick at all. Because I got extra tape that's gonna stick for it, right? Just to make my own little lock thing, and then do the same thing for that. But if you notice, I got the hold on, let me show you real quick. There we go. The tissue right there. I need some more tissue. But what I was thinking about for that right there is to get something like this, but prop it up like a cup, so that you see the buttons here, it stay pushed up, so nothing can press it or whatever. But even if you press it, it's just gonna go down. So they have to pull it. They'd have to pull it upwards to get it to do the thing. So yeah, so that's why I put the tissue there. I'm gonna put I might make it extra thicker. Make it extra thicker. And then what I'm gonna do is get the tissue and then wrap it in some tape. So it has the tape cover, but it's tissue in the middle. Like how they find kilos of cocaine and shit in the sea, and they be wrapped, look all thick like that shit. I'm gonna make it so where it look like a kilo of cocaine or some shit. Like it's just like it look like a thick thing of drugs. And so it can sit over the, over the little lock thing. And because this is the left side of the car, that's technically the right side. So yeah, the right side. And then mysteriously, my tire got a leak that's always happening, a slow leak, right? So just nitpicking damages that'll cost you money. You know, financial war that they wage on you to where they expect to get some more money. And then they mysteriously fucked up the key. It don't even work no more. It don't lock. Only thing it do is just drive the car. And then, so that all this shit adds up, you know, and they expect you not to know. All of it add up, and it coming out of your pockets. And if they do give it back to you, it's going to be for some work they'll give you that you never really getting paid back because it's your fucking work. You still have to work for the shit they fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But, so yeah, that's why, one of the little things I was sharing with y'all real quick. So you can make your own at home, it ain't nothing. Just you can start with like tape, any kind of tape. You can use duct tape. You know what I'm saying? Use the duct tape, and that duct tape should stick. See, the thing about it is this tape don't really stick to this material like that because it got coating on it, some kind of coating. And, you know, which I could drill a little hole in it at the top and just drill this and make it, you know, drill a hole in it with my little drill gun I got and just put it at the top like that. Just bzz, bzz, 2 little screws in that bitch real quick and keep it like that. But I'm gonna see how the tape makes me feel. It helps me sleep better, you know, just covering that up, you know, or park so close in the bushes to where I know the door can't motherfucking open on this side, you know, and if the door open on that side, the motherfucker have to crawl on this side just to, you know what I'm saying? And then so I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's just my little ideal I want to share with y'all. You can make it yourself. You can make it for a $4, $2, but just don't forget your goddamn key, because if you forget your keys and you got your little lock, your little homemade personal protection locks made, you know, because this is the only thing that this would be anti-theft, locksmith kit protection, which means they won't be able to get in your car once you got all 4 of them on there. Of course not tape, but maybe the tape still would work depending on what kind of car you got and how good you tape it off. You feel me? And remember to put a thick ass cushion on the lock, and make sure you wrap the toilet paper up real good before you even put that on top of the lock, so that it can be it can't be pressed down with it. You know what I'm saying? And to where a motherfucker have to struggle just to press it down, then you want to look on the outside of your car for any scrapes and damages, because that's what's going to happen. But I also thought about, let me show y'all real quick, making one of these for the cut of the car, this part right here, because that's where the little thing, the wire gonna come in that from the locksmith kit once they pry this open. So if you have something like this blocking that, it won't even be able to get in the first place. They won't be able to stick it in. You know what I'm saying? When they pump it up. Because how the locksmith kits work, you know, I've been putting tape on my shit for years, for a while. How the locksmith kit works is, you know, like when you go to the doctor and they put that little thing on your arm and they start squeezing it to like monitor your heartbeat or something, you know, they squeeze that little thing and then they, you know, just watch it, you know, it be tight on your arm. Those are the things they stick in the side of your door and just pump it up and open it up so they can stick the little stick in and help you out. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good. I mean, ain't nothing wrong about it, but then you don't want nobody breaking in your goddamn car with a locksmith kit just to sabotage your shit, you know, just because they can do it. You feel what I'm saying? So you can get those. They'll, you know, you can make your own. You can use plastic. You can fold the plastic like this, boil it in some hot water till it's like foldable, or you can either use regular fire, light a fire, something temporarily with some plastic that you want to use, and once you see it start melting, you got to form it out. Or you could use glue, you know what I'm saying? Glue and piece of paper or something. You use glue to laminate it, or a piece of paper with tape. You know, you could use notebook paper. Pull out a whole sheet of notebook paper or something, and then tape the notebook paper front and back so you can create your own lamination of a notebook paper and make it like this, like a whole thing of tape. Or you can just use pure tape like this, and then boom, you got a lock cover for your door. so that a motherfucker won't break inside your goddamn car with a locksmith kit while you at work. And you got the key. Another thing I was thinking about, checking this out, right? I was thinking about creating a cap. You see how that come up? So the cap that I was going to create, boom. The cap is a drill in. Come with screws all around it. And you just put it on like that and you screw it down. So even if they was to try to open it, because, you know, watch this. See when I pull this handle? Watch this. See? The door opens up. But with a cap on, it can't open because the cap going to be holding it down like that. You see? So no matter how much they pull this, it's not going to open because this is screwed down. You feel me? So you can create 4 caps if you got that kind of lock for your vehicle. And you screw the caps down, so no matter how much they pulling it, it's not coming open because you got the caps on. But as if you plan on like camping out in your car some nights or whatever, you know, you and your girl got in an argument or whatever, or you want to just get away to get a peace of mind, you know what I'm saying, just to get away from all the noise and whatever the fuck they may be doing, just to harass you, whatever, just to piss you off, you feel me? And you want to sleep in your car, you don't want no bitch creeping around with a locksmith kit or whatever, you know, opening your car and shit, peeking inside, or opening your car and popping the damn trunk, doing some shit to your car that's gonna cost you money, you know what I'm saying, to have to repair it. You get what I'm saying? So just to be protected, you could create your own. I figure I'll share that with y'all, you know. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for right now. Just chilling. When I got the tape, I'm gonna see how this works. I'm gonna put it out, peel off the other side, and if it sticks on really good, then I'm gonna leave it on there. And now I know that I got just something I could just bank on. Just, but if I stick this side, and this is a sticky side, it's probably gonna stick like crazy. Feel me? Hold on, let me see. Damn, yo, that shit worked. Let me show y'all just one side. Just what one side did. Look, that's just one side. Now, if I was to pull that back and do it right there and stick that on, boom, that's 2 sides. One at the top, boom, Gucci. It's a wrap pretty much right there. So you ain't gonna be able to pull it open, you know, you can't pull it open. So do that for all 4 and you good. Now what if you know, but nowadays they keep your VIN number in the dashboard, right? Now what you could do is use some tape to tape out your VIN number on a dashboard if you can. Because if they read your VIN number, they can go get another key made. And that's how they break in your car as well. When you at work or doing what you're doing, because they read your VIN number. That's all they got to do. They go on the front, look through that glass up there. It's in every car in the front somewhere up at the top. You look through your goddamn glass, get your VIN number, and get a whole new key made for your car while you don't know. You think you're the only one with a key. No, they got a key too. So every time you go to the grocery store and you going shopping, you go in places like Walmart, Winn-Dixie, Publix to get your little groceries, think about how long you usually stay in there. And remember, when you used to go with your parents as a little kid, that was your favorite thing to do, nigga. You like a kid in the candy store. You know, you just love to just the environment. Is just the environment is a natural cure for you. It puts you in that mood, right? Unless you're a demonic person, normally human dragons, because it doesn't matter where they are. They're evil. You feel me? If they thinking one thing, and that's gonna be that one thing. So they can go in the grocery store, bitch, and they ain't worried about the grocery store. They worried about your ass. They're gonna be looking right at you. You know, they ain't gonna feel no nothing. They empty, hollow inside, fool. They don't feel no nothing. They just focusing. To them, they eyes locked on the target. You know what I'm saying? They're always at war with some shit. You feel what I'm saying? So they can't relate. But to those of you who can, you get what I'm saying? When you go inside the mall shopping, it makes you feel like, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a different feeling, different energy takes over your body, you know, excitement, you're happy, you just, you know, it puts you in a little soothing, relaxing mood, you know, just cause you shopping, or you just, even if you ain't buying nothing, you just there, you seeing, you know, just the window shopping. That's another reason, another thing they call it, right? You just absorb it, but it still puts you in that mood, right? Because you in there, it's just the environment, the vibe, the energy. So while you in there, you usually take, let's say, 2 hours. Remember, all it takes is a motherfucker to get in your car 5 minutes with a locksmith kit. But they got cameras. But since when you ever heard of Walmart busting motherfuckers in the parking lot? Never. You probably heard about them running behind some guy who stole something from the inside. Excuse me, but this motherfuckers breaking inside people's cars in Walmart parking lot every goddamn day. Not one time has they called the police and said, hey man, we had a gentleman break inside somebody's car last week. You know what I'm saying? You need to go find this person, because the person who pulled up when we was watching the cameras and got out of the car is not the person who we seen breaking inside the car. It's two different people. You know what I'm saying? And the cameras just out there, and you pull up his shade cameras and this and that. Only time the motherfuckers gonna call the police is if they harassing your ass. And the goddamn feds or whoever following you around and they ready on the police. Say, hey, he over there, he back there, go ahead and go, just go see what you gonna say. And the crackers gonna come up and they gonna make up some fucking story about something, it's gonna lead to them asking for your ID. And, it's attempted murder, basically, because if you was to get bucked, they gonna murder you. So that's all it is. Them crackers following you around, trying to attempt to murder you, calling the police, putting the police on you. Every time they calling the police, sending them, that's attempted murder on your life. Because if you chose to get bucked with them, they're gonna try to pull out the gun if they're able to pull it out. You feel me? If you that type of time, if you that experience, if they're able to pull it out, But even if they ain't able to pull it out and you whoop them up, and when backup get there, 9 times out of 10 you might get killed. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's attempted murder on your life. But anyway, I don't mean to jump subjects, but so when you go in there, you shopping. You getting all your little favorite stuff. You seeing all the stuff, you know what I'm saying? You might thinking, damn, what should I make? You know what I'm saying? I'll make some spaghetti when I get back to the crib. But you might be thinking about what you gonna make. Yeah, it's gonna be human dragons, and they ain't thinking about none of that shit. They ain't got no type of feeling about being in there. They ain't got no energy. They just think about you. And most thing they thinking is some evil shit, killing. Seeing you dead in the casket, you know what I'm saying? Or some shit. And they gonna be in the stove, following you around in that stove, and they gonna be ready on, yeah, I got him, he good. So they're going to be following you in the stove. So now, remember, you usually take 2 hours. They got a locksmith kit or whatever they're using, whatever device they're using to break in your car. They got it. And they're going to get in your car. It could be a master key. So now, you in the store shopping, it usually take you 2 hours. While your car is in the parking lot, you feeling safe because you don't see a sign that say they got cameras. They got, you don't see a sign in the parking lot say they got cameras, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, yeah, it's cameras out here, you good. Shit. You done got in that car, man, you done got in that stove, man, shit. Crackers done pull right up on the side of your shit, you feel me? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You in the store taking 2 hours, they got somebody in the store on you, following you around. And this person got a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? So while you getting your groceries and stuff, they telling them right exactly what you picking up and everything and when you coming. So they like, nah, you got time, you good. So while you in the store, they in your car. Every time you go to the grocery store, they're breaking in your car. Or at least you need to think like that. You know what I'm saying? Every aisle you in, they got somebody in that aisle that's assuring the person inside your car you ain't coming right now, because they know exactly where you are, because they got somebody right on the side of you. And that person talking in code. You might think that person talking to a female, and they might be talking to a female, but they spitting cold talk like a motherfucker, and in the end, they really talking about your ass. And you know what I'm saying? Now when you get back in your car got a microphone that's bugged up and shit, chipped up, and they might even break it down. Break the, radiator, some shit, fuck you up, just to piss you off or whatever, make it hard on you. And so they'll do it to you. That's what happens. And then they get a kick out of it, man. They get a kick out of it. But that's my point of mentioning in the last live. Do you think if they all had businesses and they was rich, their businesses thriving, they doing good, you think they'd be out here? But maybe they will, because they're evil. They're really fucked up people, man. They're not humans, but they're close. They're a man. They are a man, a type of a man, a type of a human. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they love it so much. They just pure, straight up evil, bro. And they'll be breaking in your shit every chance they get. Every chance they get. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? If you buy something and you don't say nothing to nobody, don't do no live, no nothing, then don't throw away the containers, what you bought, what they done followed you in the store and seen you buy, them crackers gonna pull you over and make some shit up just to see where that container at. For instance, if I go buy some Wendy's, or if I go buy some Little Caesars or something, and I keep the little plastic little marinara sauce dip, because I'm going to use that bitch for sauce or whatever I'm going to use it for, right? If I keep that shit, and I don't say nothing, and I done threw that box away, and them crackers done following me and seen where I threw it at, and they done search that garbage when I left, and they don't see that marinara sauce in there, they're going to pull me over. They're going to make up some bull, or they're going to break in my car. The same thing with you. They'll break in your car, or they'll pull you over, or, you know, they might make somebody else break in your car and pull you over just to see where it went at. Or, for instance, remember when I went to Waffle House, right? Oh, and side note, so I went to the Little Caesars last night, and I didn't know they was about to close in one area. And nah, you know what? Never mind. Let me just finish telling y'all before I forget this though. So remember the Waffle House video I did, and I showed y'all the jelly, the toasted, the eggs, the toast, the jelly, and what else I had? A waffle, which I wasn't in the mood for that shit, but I just picked it because that was the closest thing for pancakes for breakfast, nigga. I wanted to go there and get some of that real life, that soul food sweetness, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like some real motherfucking pancakes with eggs and some just sausage. You know what I'm saying? Fucking syrup. You know, they give you one little ass thing of syrup. Come on, nigga. I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drown this bitch some syrup, you know what I'm saying? With some of that nice butter and just feel the goodness in my mouth, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, man. And so I was thinking like that, but then, for instance, you know, the jelly thing I showed y'all, if I wouldn't have said nothing and just ripped the top off the jelly, sort of like this right here. That's how hard they watch you. If you just keep this right here, them crackers will pull you and be looking for that jelly top. For that jelly top. Yeah, they'll be looking for it. They'll pull you. If you keep any trash without saying nothing to nobody, no tell nobody, no nothing. Any trash, because them crackers got somebody on you at all time, following you in the store, everything. You keep that, you keep anything you done bought from the store and you ain't throw it away, or if you throw some shit away in that trash that you had, but not all of it, and you decide to keep some for whatever reason, you ain't got to tell nobody shit, you pay for it, it's your money, your shit, right? They pulling you, man. They gonna break in your car when you're not expecting it, just to see where that trash at. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck them up and go bury it or something, or chuck it in some woods or something. But, you know, nah, you get what I'm saying. They'll pull you for that, man, just to search you, just to see where it's at, you know, see if they, you know, if they see it. But yeah, anyways though, so those are little homemade little locks that you can use. But I got this kind because I wanted to, because these are double-sided tapes, double-sided. So I think it would have been good just to put, you know what I'm saying, how I did it, how I showed y'all, just put one on that side. So that's how you can make you some little anti-theft, anti-locksmith kit, theft protecting yourself. But I mean, it's not gonna work, of course, if it's the government. You know, them boys criminals. They gonna, you know, they gonna find a way to get in your shit, regardless of what you think you got going on. But it helps. You feel me? It helps, and it'll also give you a peace of mind, knowing you could relax. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some kind of protection on there. You'll be able to tell if it's been moved. You can take a picture of it, or you could just, if you got good photographic memory, you can remember exactly how it was before before anybody, mess with it, if anybody mess with it. And then the tape will be holding it up, so you'll be solid. And let's see what happens if I pull. Oh, damn, the whole tape came with it. Damn. See, that's what I didn't want to happen. This to be to rip off, because it sticks better than this. This little piece sticks better than this piece. You know, I don't know if y'all can see it. See it? This little piece sticks better than this piece. But yeah. But anyway, so it's pretty good. I like it. And then just build 4 of them. Boom, you all set. Real quick before I end this video, so I was thinking about creating like a car lock, but it require way too much work, right? But what I mean by that is because people can do shit under your car. They can mess it up as well. You feel me? They can get them up under your car and do some damage to it too as well. You feel me? But if you get a what you call it? What's the name of it? No, it's not a name yet, but I was thinking like a metal thing that fits under your car, just like the bottom, however shape your bottom of your vehicle is. It can be custom made, but it's a thick ass piece of steel, right? But then that'll slow your car down. I was thinking of some kind of hard thing that cannot be penetrated that goes on the bottom of your car, and it fits your car like a puzzle. It just fits so perfectly, and there's a lock that locks it, so that a person can't get up under there and do anything about it. But that's my point of mentioning the grills. So, but anyway, it'll take too much work. But anyway, the metal anti-theft protection things that I was telling y'all about, that I was thinking about inventing, those would be great. And also putting the gas cap on the inside of the car. So if they start building them with in the inside, so technically when you go to the gas station, you would have to keep your windows wind down from the gas or whatever, and just pump it from the inside of the car. That way you don't have a gas tank on the outside at all. That way if a bitch want to do anything to your gas tank, nigga, they gotta literally break inside the car to do something to the gas tank. You know what I'm saying? And then you could create one of the anti-theft protection things I'm showing y'all for the gas tank to go on the inside. But this time you got a lock, you know, a real lock with the little bolts, and it's bolted down. So they ain't gonna be able to get it open. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to take it there. So I just think those are greater ideas that we can do to better protect ourselves for whatever or whoever that may come. You know what I mean? That may try and be on some foul shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe some of y'all might not agree. Maybe some of y'all will agree. But I think it's a good idea. Gas tanks should be made, well, not if you smoke. Because if you somebody riding your shit and you smoking, and your gas tank in the inside of the car. No, I mean not the gas tank on the inside, but the gas tank will still be on the outside. Just the nozzle part where you pump it at. You feel me? Just the pumping it is on the inside. You get what I'm saying? So the gas tank will still be on the outside, but just like the gas cap part will be in. You know what I'm saying? It'll be built inside. So you could just screw it from the inside and pump the gas on the inside, but it'll still go through the little nozzle part, which will then go to your gas tank that's where every gas tank at on a car, where it normally would be at. It just, the cap part should be on the inside instead of the outside. That's what I'm saying. Because if it's on the inside, a motherfucker can't, you know, put some shit in your gas tank. You get what I'm saying? Because it's in the inside. They gotta literally break inside to put something on. You know, you might have a crazy ass girlfriend, or you know, or somebody might just be hating on you. You know, hate that you shining, you living your life, or you know, you having too much fun, and they want you miserable or some shit. You never know. And you know, they decide to do something to your gas tank, but they wouldn't be able to do it if it was built on the inside of your car. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, though, catch y'all in this video. Stay safe, peace out. And I should have been into this goddamn video, but I was just trying to